Everyone turns into a big baby when they're waiting for their Super 73. You know you did it too. You know you were a big baby. March 1st comes around and I get my Super 73 delivered. I did not do an unboxing video because everybody and their dog has done an unboxing video. And I think everyone's kind of tired of them by now. So I assembled it, charged the battery, couldn't wait to ride it, and probably didn't sleep a wink that night. So I got up the next day, got ready, took my bike out, had a blasty blast. Rode it all over Coronado Island, all the way down Orange Avenue, rode it all the way around Imperial Beach. It could not get me off that thing. It was ridiculous. So then later that night, I decided I would like to get a new and better seat. I wanted an upgrade because if you're gonna ride it with a stock seat on it, especially the S2 model, you probably don't wanna ride more than a couple hours at a time. It starts making your butt hurt. So I read some reviews and the place to go to buy a new seat was Etsy. There are a couple of guys on there who have handmade and sold a ton of awesome looking seats, and they both have great reviews. So I chose one of those guys and I went ahead and ordered the color I wanted and the pattern that I wanted, and I still haven't received it yet. They are a bit backed up in orders. It's been almost a month since I ordered it, and I should be receiving it either today or tomorrow. And I'm getting it from OC Cafe Racer. I'm sure it's gonna be great because everyone else already says, hey, these upgraded seats are awesome, and your ass will thank you. Back to the first night of riding it. Running around, everything was great. Decided to get a new seat, ordered it, blah, blah, blah. And the next day I started looking at mods, just like everybody else does. We gotta tweak it out and make it a little bit different, make it our own. Ordered my Blackburn bag and my Super 73 cup holder, my foldy lock, my pegs, a horn, some random but specific decals that I wanted, and a couple of different phone holders because I didn't really know which style I wanted to go with. I even got valve stem covers. Silly, I know. So for about 3 weeks, I enjoyed the hell out of that bike. It was ridiculously crazy. Everybody seems to notice it. Everybody wants to know about it. How fast does it go? How long does the battery last? How does it ride? So, and I've let strangers ride it because, you know, it just brings people joy. We have new neighbors that just moved in a week ago, and I think he's gonna buy one because of my bike. It'd be nice to get a little commission off that, but I'm not set up for that right now. And then on March 22nd, why did I get a new seat? Because my ass really hurts on the other one. Hey guys, it's me. My Super 73 is still broken. It's not working, but it's all good. They're working on the problem. The battery is in shipment as we speak. Well, as I speak. You're kind of just sitting there eating Cheetos probably. Anyway, it's got some exciting news. I got my seat from OC Cafe Racer. It finally came in today. It took about a month to get, but he's really busy and really backed up right now. So let's check it out. I'm not gonna open it up with a razor. This is not an ASMR video. Is that what you want? Do you want ASMR? Oh, well, we're not gonna do that. So you're just gonna have to chill out and go downstairs in your mom's basement and watch your ASMR videos on YouTube. After you're done warming up a chimichanga, binge watching Game of Thrones, playing Fortnite with your buddies, you gotta check this out. Here's the brand new seat. Oh, check this bad boy out. Oh yeah. Black diamond pattern, that's what I decided to go with. So we're gonna get that put on right now, and I'll show you guys in a minute. All right, so before you can get to the seat to take it off, you have to take this piece of plastic off because it's in the way with all this harness of wires. And that's just a clip that you have to cut right here, a zip tie. And then 3 screws right here that remove the back part of this black plastic. And it also lets the brake light hang loose. And then we've got a screw here and 2 in the middle. So we're gonna undo those. I've come to the conclusion that they really don't want you taking these damn seats off. It is a pain in the ass. First you gotta take that clip off and then 3 screws that take the rest of that black piece off along with the taillight. And then you have access to weave your way through the wiring and take the 3 screws off the seat and finally get it off. So anyone wants a stock S2 Super 73 seat? Let me know in the comments. Hey, what's up, Gnome? What do you think about spending $3,000 on a bike and then just using it to hang clothes on? Yeah, I know. Pretty stupid, right? That moment when you're sitting here with a fully customized Super 73 S2, but you can't do anything with it. I can manually pedal my ass around town with an 80-pound bike, but that's no fun. I tried that. Now, I read an article written back in February that said Super 73 received a huge influx of cash from investors, and part of that money was supposed to go towards customer service and making parts more readily available. Hopefully that's the case. My situation is definitely going to put that to the test because I have a Super 73 that doesn't work, and I'm working with customer service right now to get it fixed. We've emailed back and forth several times, and they've already sent me out a display module, which unfortunately wasn't the problem, and they're sending me currently a battery, which should be here in a few days. Hopefully that is the problem. If it's not, I don't know what the next step is. Maybe I'll have to take it down to Irvine, which is about an 1.5-hour drive, and that's fine because I would rather have it fixed sooner than later. I don't want to have to pay to get it shipped. I just want to be able to ride it as soon as possible. It's already been almost 2 weeks since it's been down. What the hell, Super 73? I mean, I can't, it's just, I can't even, it's not like, dude, seriously? The good news is I finally got my seat installed, so I'm pretty modded out right now. I'm good to go. I just need to be functional. It's so hard with Super 73 because I really love this bike. I really want to like the company. You pay so much for these bikes, and after a few weeks, they let you down because something goes wrong. And I'm like, I gotta give them the benefit of the doubt. You know, maybe I just got a bad one. And for the majority of the owners out there, what I hear is positive. You know, there are, it seems like maybe 1 out of 10 that have issues. Some of them similar to mine, some of them completely different, which is kind of scary for me because when I get this problem fixed, I don't want something else to go wrong. And it seems like if you own a Super 73, Facebook is a really cool tool to use because if you have any questions, you can join a bunch of different groups that are out there, like the mods group, or in my case, the San Diego group, and they're always really helpful. It's a really tight-knit community, but there are literally members from all over the world in these Facebook groups, which is cool because everybody has different issues. It's really cool being able to connect with other people that are so far away on the same kinds of issues that you're having. Some of the people from these groups have even helped me try to diagnose what's going on with my bike. Unfortunately, to no avail, but most people are really cool about it. Now, there are some people that get kind of aggro. I saw a guy today that was getting kind of stepped on Facebook because he asked if he could use WD-40 on his squeaky brakes, and everybody jumped on his ass about that. I didn't. I was like, whoa. What can I spend a ton of money on that'll bring me a few weeks of joy followed by lasting frustration? It kind of sucks because I installed the seat, I sat on it, and everybody swears by these seats, and it just didn't seem that comfortable to me. I mean, my old one almost seemed more comfortable. I was feeling a bit defeated. Maybe it's because I haven't actually taken it out and ridden on it yet, and I hope that's the case because that was an expensive seat not to be comfortable. And it was a pain in the ass to swap that seat out. Here's a little tidbit. If you haven't named your bike, give her a name. It makes it a more personal experience. I named my girl Huckleberry, or Huck for short. Come on, FedEx. I want my battery. I want my battery. Super 73. My bike is broke. Dudes, look what I just signed for. My battery finally arrived. 2 days late. Or as FedEx likes to put it, on time. The battery was very well packed. That was good. And Super sent me an envelope with new decals for the new batteries. Now let's open this bad boy up. Out with the old. In with the new. Let's see if there's a charge on it. Crap. Alright guys, I got a little treat for you today. If you've been watching my episodes, you know that I'm taking Huckleberry into Super 73 tomorrow morning to get her all fixed up. But in the meantime, I need something to ride, so I started my own e-bike company, and I'm about to show you an exclusive. This is my very first bike build. It's called Bitchin' Bikes, and I don't have a model name yet. But check this bad boy out. It comes with everything you need and then some, right? We got your phone holder up here. Got your display that goes to nowhere, but it's Bluetooth. Yeah, the rest of it's wireless, so we're all good. Safety first. We got headlight. Got tail light. Got a way to lock it up. Got a wireless battery. That'll work off Bluetooth. I'm sure I can get that going. Little drink holder action down here. And everybody needs a can of WD-40 if they have squeaky brakes, right? And if you act now, you can get the outdoor model that has the optional machete package. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna ride this thing around town until I get Huckleberry back. And I'm sure I'll turn some heads. I may just start mass producing these. I got another stripped model right there ready to go. Yeah? You like it, don't you? Alright dudes, you saw the new e-bike from Bitchin' Bikes? Brand new company, right out the gates. Ground level if you want to get in. And I decided to run my first contest on this page. The contest will be open for 1 week. Sunday, April 18th, I will choose a winner. And the prize will be, what should I give as a prize? What does everybody want? Ooh, I know. The prize will be my wife's ex-husband's Netflix password. Valuable. Feeling sluggish? Got a long ride ahead of you? I recommend Monster Mango Loco. Not a sponsor. We're all packed up, ready to go. Wish me luck. All right, we're just getting over here to Super 73. It looks like I need to make a right turn, and they will be right over here somewhere. I hope they can get Huckleberry fixed quickly so we can get back on the road again. And it looks like it's right here. Move! Alright, anyway. Super 73, there's the van. We made it. I'm just gonna go way down here, so it's not all crowded and stuff. Park right here by the trash can. Good to go. Let's get her unloaded and go inside. All right, we're here at Super 73. I'm gonna miss you, girl. I promised myself I wouldn't cry. Had an ongoing issue for the past couple of weeks, and I've been dealing with you guys through email, and we tried to diagnose it. And nothing's working, unfortunately, so next step was to bring her on in here. Yeah, no problem. I've just never been to the store before, so. No, it's pretty cool. No, I'm good. It's hard to remember that that's what it looked like brand new, you know, when you do all the mods and crap.
I think this is amazing.
Thank you.
I really like that seat. So.
Thank you.
And I like the front back too.
Yeah, you know what, my wife's stepdad, who passed away probably 10, 15 years ago, we ended up moving her mom to a facility, and there was a bunch of like Harley stuff, you know, because he loved Harleys and stuff. He had a couple Harleys, so I was like, that would look kind of cool on there.
Super fun.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. And I mean, honestly, that's like half the fucking work here.
Ever since the bike went down, I was still buying mods and stuff. I was like, oh man. What's the normal turnaround time for, I mean, I know I'm not going to hold you to it, but for something like this?
I would say it's going to take us probably a couple days to be able to diagnose it and figure out what's wrong. And then basically, once we do kind of pinpoint what is actually wrong with it, then it could be anywhere from same day, that day.
Right.
It really just depends on if we have the parts.
Exactly.
So if the parts here and ready to go, then we'll just do it immediately.
Okay.
But potentially some parts we don't have in stock right now, so then it would take slightly longer.
Are we talking China, or are we talking like a warehouse?
Most likely it would be in production, yes. So it might take a little bit of time, but again, it's something that we're not sure of yet, so please don't worry too much until we can kind of give you an answer.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's that brain and that it's in stock or something like that.
I'm hoping that as well, and obviously we don't want you to sit out for any longer than you already have.
Yeah, it's frustrating to see all my friends out there, you know?
Right, no, I completely understand. It's just something that is a little bit out of our control, so we are trying our best
Understandable.
to do right by you, obviously. So this is slightly different than your S2 that you have right now.
Okay.
So the big differences are going to be the brakes, the suspension package, and obviously the overall size of the bike.
Okay.
So this bike is slightly bigger, so it is a 32-inch seat height versus the 31-inch on the S2.
Nice.
It also is slightly longer. I think it's about 3 to 4
Oh, I didn't even realize
longer
that.
as well.
Okay.
Basically, this bike has a 4-piston set of brakes, and you can see that it does have different brake levers on the bike. A little bit more fancy of a brake lever, which
Nice.
is pretty cool. I find it to be a little bit more comfortable to use.
Okay.
Basically, a 4-piston brake is going to get you a lot more stopping power because there's going to be more piston pushing the brake pad into the brake rotor. Also, this one has, as you can see, a different set of handlebars, which
Yes.
I didn't go over before.
Is that like a low rise or?
No, so these are just a different style. So the S2 has more of a square handlebar set that comes straight out.
Okay.
Where this one actually curves in, more of a performance handlebar.
Got it.
More of a dirt bike style handlebar, I guess.
Okay.
Which does feel like you do have slightly more control over the bike because of how the shape is.
Would that mean you're not leaning forward as much when you're riding, or?
I think you're not leaning forward as much on this one a lot because it is taller,
Okay.
as well as a little bit longer, so you do feel like you can sit a little bit more relaxed
Okay.
on it. Where the S2, because it is a little shorter, you do feel a little bit more hunched over.
And this is the Rhino Gray?
This is, yes, the Rhino Gray.
Okay.
So I don't know if I have a Carmine red one out.
And it actually comes with the horn too, right?
Yes, sir. And it is
Nice.
very loud. I would do it for you, but I don't
No,
know
no,
if we can
we're
catch
good.
it on video.
We're good.
So, then obviously the suspension is very nice on this one, so it actually is fully tunable. So you can adjust the preload and rebound in the front.
Okay.
Using these.
What does the rebound do?
So basically, the rebound is how far, or how quickly, basically, it bounces back when it goes down. And then the preload is basically how low it starts from the start. So,
Right.
Basically, a faster rebound is going to get you a little bit. it's going to feel a little bit softer.
Okay.
So obviously it's bouncing back quicker, and then the slower rebound is going to feel a little bit stiffer in comparison.
Nice.
On the rear, you can adjust the rebound and the compression on this piggyback reservoir right here. So basically what the piggyback reservoir does, there is a fluid that runs through that coil in the rear suspension. So basically having the piggyback reservoir helps to keep that fluid cooler for a longer period of time. So when you're riding on like a long distance trail or doing any like long distance commuting, it should help to keep that fluid cooler and help it perform for a longer period of time.
Okay. All right, you're at Super 73. Just dropped off Huckleberry, and it's probably gonna be 2 or 3 days till I get it back. I did get a free energy drink though. There's the San Onofre boobies. That's what we call them. That means I'm about an hour away from home. Feels kind of weird leaving your baby behind. Hopefully she's getting some good loving right now. Maybe a new brain. Maybe another new battery. Who knows what they're doing to her. But I think she's in good hands. Today's the day, folks. I am on my way to Super 73 in Irvine to pick up my bike. It's finally ready, and I'm going to meet Ryan out there a little bit later, who I've sold the bike to. So it should be a pretty eventful day. I'm sorry to say goodbye to Huck, but I got an aerial rider, and I think she's going to be beautiful and just as much fun, if not more. And I'll be uploading those videos as soon as I get her, which is probably going to be the first week of July. So look out for those. It was a long trip, but I finally made it to Super 73. Look who I got with me. My old friend Huck. Okay, so Ryan was supposed to meet me here at Super 73 so we could exchange the bike and payment. And looks like he's running late, and he said he'd rather just pick it up later on this week in San Diego where I live. So I'm like, that's cool. So it looks like she's coming home with me again. I hope this doesn't turn into a situation where I'm stuck with the bike, because I turned down some other offers in order to let him buy the bike. But I'm gonna go with the flow for now, for a few days, and give him the benefit of the doubt. And hey, maybe I'll ride it for a couple days. Shh, I didn't say that. All right, we had to pivot a little bit. Ryan texted me back and said he wants to do it today. Luckily, I wasn't that far away from Irvine still. So I turned around and we're meeting over here in the parking lot. He should be here any minute, hopefully. Gonna enjoy a last ride on the old girl.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Well, I'm gonna miss you, old girl. I know I said we'd be together forever, but I found a new love. And although I loved your blue color, I fell in love with a girl named Ariel. And she's black, and she's beautiful. And I hope to have a lot of good times on her like I've had with you. And it's okay, you're gonna find a new home. In fact, Ryan's gonna be here any minute to take you to his home. And you're gonna have a lot of fun with your new owner. It's okay, don't cry, don't be sad. It's a joyful transition. Maybe in a couple months when Ariel gets here, we'll go out on a little group ride.
You're putting too many miles on it. It's gonna have to be discounted now.
All right. How's it going?
How's it going? I'm Ryan.
John.
Good to meet you. So I got the RX.
Okay.
I started with this, loved it, and I was like, I don't need anything else. I went and test rode an RX, and I was like, oh boy. I go, this is.
And it's like an inch higher too, right?
It's an inch higher, and that
And you
rear
got the rear
shock,
suspension,
man,
yeah.
and even the front suspension is fatter and thicker.
Yep.
I was on it and I was just hitting bumps, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Like floating.
It was a world of difference, and I was like,
Wow.
shit. Okay, so I got an RX.
Was that right after you got the S2?
Yeah, but I was buying them used. Like, I was
Okay.
finding used ones,
Right.
and then I was finding people that had really low miles that were just kind of like, that
This
had
one's
to
got
get rid
two,
of
I
them.
think.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I was finding people that'd be like, oh, I have to get rid of it, or one guy bought it for his girlfriend so she could walk the dog, and then
It's funny you say that. I just posted a video of me walking
I saw that.
my
Yeah,
Great
yeah.
Dane. Yeah.
yeah, and she wasn't comfortable with the bike being so heavy and fast,
Wow.
and the dog, and
Yeah.
so it had.
It is a little awkward if you don't.
It is, yeah. It had 14 miles on it.
Oh, wow.
And so I bought that one because a bunch of our friends then started to want them.
Of course.
We all have kids, so we're going to
So
get
you
them.
guys like group ride and stuff?
We do now, yeah.
Dude, that's cool.
But, so then I got my wife an S1, then I found another S1 that had 20 miles on it, so I bought it. And so our friends are buying a couple from us. But
Does
they-
the S1 have front suspension? I can't remember.
No.
So it's just like a solid steel frame or whatever.
Yep, it has no suspension, and now she started riding the S2, and she's like, I don't really need it, but she's like, it is a little nicer.
Yeah.
So
Do you have any Z1s?
we do not. No, they just seem so small. Like
They are.
I
It's
think
for the
I'm-
kids. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just too big for them.
That's the first thing I sat on was a Z1 and down at the beach, Solana Beach or whatever, because
Yeah.
there's a Revolution bike shop right there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that's where I got my original S2, because I figured they're going to build it for me and I don't have to pay shipping. So I'm
Yep.
like, ding, so let's do that. Anyway, they're really cool down there. They don't sell aerial though, so I had to go through the website to get aerial.
okay.
Yeah, there's not a lot of like aerial dealer. I don't know if there's any actually.
Yeah.
But they're really cool. I sat on a Z1 because that's all they had. I'm like, dude, this is really small. He's like, dude, come back in like a week. We got some S2s coming in. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to order one.
Yeah.
Because I've seen the videos. I've seen the reviews, you know.
Yep.
And they have all the style in the world. The customer service needs a
They do.
little ramp up, but
Yeah.
they're working on it. So,
They got too big, too fast. It
Yeah.
appears.
because they had it for, they said it would be a few days. They had it for, this is like March 23rd, I turned it in. And then, what's today? May 11th or some crap?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's almost 2 months.
So I kept hounding them, and they said, it's the controller, but we have an order in, it's from China, the embargo issues right now, blah, 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 blah. I understand, you know, but that's your problem. You know,
Yeah.
you need to, what
You're
you should
selling
have
these
done right
bikes.
when I went down there is either swap it out, give me a refund, or get a controller from another bike you have in the warehouse right there, and
Yeah.
put it in mine. Those are 3 great options to make me happy.
Yep.
You know, I'm giving you options.
Yep.
They did none of that. So
Yeah, and it's like,
finally they decided, because I said, I'm tired of waiting, I want a bike. These are the 3 options I'm giving you, and that's what I just listed, right?
Yep.
And she goes, okay, let me get back to you. And that started the ball rolling with, we're going to get you a new bike. And that took about a week and a half. So that's where I am now. That's where I'm at now.
I don't know, my wife might want this one. She kind of wants a white one, but they don't have any white
I
ones.
love the
in
blue,
stock.
man. I think the blue is the best
I
color
do
they
too.
came out with.
And they did the brown seat, like it just looks cool.
Yeah, the cafe style.
Yeah. Okay.
There is one benefit to going places without Jody. I get to eat at places that she doesn't normally like In-N-Out. Can you say animal style fries? Can you say grilled onions on your double? Can you say Neapolitan shake? Whoa, I can feel myself getting fatter. Time to wrap things up. We met Ryan. We did the transaction. We did the damn thing. Maybe we'll do some group riding hookups when I get my aerial. Little ways to drive, but it'll still be cool. Now it's time to make that long drive back home and get back to work editing videos. Be safe.